No one really teaches you how to deal with your own mind. People teach you how to study, how to work, how to be better. But no one teaches you what to do. When your thoughts become too loud, when you start to overthink, when you feel lost, when you don't understand yourself. And because of that, many of us grow up strong on the outside, but confused on the inside. Welcome to the Heal and Grow podcast, a quiet and gentle space where you can slow down, breathe, and spend a few moments just for yourself, where you can listen to simple English, and at the same time, take care of your mind. Today, we are going to talk about something that truly matters: how to become stronger, not on the outside, but on the inside. Because in life, we cannot always control what happens to us. Things change, people come and go, and sometimes things don't go the way we expect. And honestly, I really wish someone had told me this earlier. I wish I had understood these ideas when I was younger, because there were times I felt completely lost, and I didn't know what to do. I thought I had to fix everything. I thought I had to become better, faster, stronger, all at once. But now I understand something different. Becoming strong is not about rushing. It is not about changing everything in one day. It is about understanding yourself. Slowly, gently, little by little. So today, I want to share with you 5 simple ideas that can help you become mentally stronger, calmer, and more peaceful, one step at a time. The first thing is this: strong people do not avoid pain, but they also do not let pain control their whole life. When something difficult happens, they don't run away, but they also don't stay inside that feeling forever. Instead, they pause and say, "This is painful, and it's okay to feel this." Because they understand something very important. Pain is not a mistake. It is a natural part of being human. Think about it like this: pain is like the rain. When the rain comes, you cannot stop it. You cannot tell the sky to go back. But you also know the rain will not last forever. If you stand in the rain and keep asking, "Why is it raining? Why now? Why me?" you only make yourself more tired. But if you accept it, if you say, "Okay, it's raining," you can move through it. You can walk slowly. You can find shelter. You can wait. And sooner or later, the sky becomes clear again. Strong people see pain in the same way. They feel it, but they don't fight it again and again in their mind. They don't repeat the story. They don't hold it too tightly, because they know if they stay too long in that moment, they will miss what is still moving forward in life. So they allow the feeling, they accept what happened, and then little by little, they let it pass. The second thing is this: strong people are not afraid of being alone, because they understand what time alone really does for the mind. Many people feel uncomfortable when they are alone. They quickly reach for their phone, turn on music, or look for someone to talk to. Not because they truly need it, but because silence feels unfamiliar. But strong people see it differently. They know that being alone is not empty time. It is important time. There is a simple idea in science that explains this. When you are always busy and distracted, your brain stays in doing mode, focusing on tasks and outside information. But when you slow down and spend time alone, your brain shifts into a different state, often called the default mode, where it begins to process your experiences, understand your emotions, and connect ideas. In other words, your brain needs quiet time to understand your life. That is why after a calm walk alone or a quiet moment without your phone, you sometimes feel clearer, lighter, and more grounded, even if nothing around you has changed. Strong people learn to use this time. They sit with their thoughts, not to overthink, but to observe. They reflect a little, listen to themselves, and slowly understand who they are and what they really need. So, being alone is no longer something to escape from. It becomes a place to return to, a place to rest, recharge, and grow. And when you are comfortable being alone, something very important changes. You are no longer afraid of losing people, because your peace does not depend only on them. And when that fear becomes smaller, you feel more free. The third thing is this: strong people do not overthink everything. Not because they don't have many thoughts, but because they understand how the mind works. They know the mind is always active, always trying to explain, predict, and protect. But in doing that, it often creates stories that are not fully real. It takes a small detail and turns it into a big conclusion. It fills the gaps with fear, doubt, and assumption. So overthinking is not always about a real problem. It is often just the mind trying too hard to feel safe. Strong people understand this, so they don't follow every thought. They pause, they step back, and they ask a simple question. Is this really true? Or is this just a story in my head? Because they know something very important. A thought can feel real, but that doesn't make it true. There is a simple idea that says, don't believe everything you think. And when you truly understand this, everything becomes lighter. You stop reacting to every thought. You stop trying to solve every possible situation. You stop guessing what other people think. Instead, you observe your thoughts. Like clouds in the sky, they come and they go, but you don't need to hold on to them. And because of that, you can stay simple, you can stay present, and you can focus on what is actually real, not what your mind is creating. The fourth thing is this: strong people focus on their own journey. Not because they ignore others, but because they understand how comparison really works in the mind. In psychology, there is something called social comparison theory. It explains that we naturally compare ourselves with others to understand where we stand. But the problem is, our brain often compares in an unfair way. We compare our behind the scenes with someone else's highlight. We see their results, their success, their progress, but we don't see their struggles, their timing, or their starting point. And because of that, comparison does not give us truth. It creates pressure, doubt, and a feeling of not enough. Strong people understand this, so they don't use others as the main standard. Instead, they shift the focus back to themselves. They ask a different question, not, am I better than them? But, am I better than who I was yesterday? Because that is the only comparison that is fair and useful. They know that growth is personal, timing is different for everyone. Some people move fast. Some move slow. Some find their path early. Some take more time. And none of that defines their value. So instead of rushing or feeling behind, they take small steps, one day at a time. They respect their own pace. They trust their own path because they understand something very simple, but very powerful. Life is not a race against other people. It is a journey where you learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself, step by step. And the fifth thing is this: strong people know how to accept things. Not because life is always easy for them, but because they understand something very deep. There are many things in life we simply cannot change. The past cannot be changed. Some situations are out of our control, and some people are not meant to stay forever. And I know, this is not easy to accept. I really know, because I've been there too, trying to hold on, trying to understand, asking why did this happen? Again and again. And it only makes you more tired. But slowly, you begin to see something. Acceptance is not giving up. It is not saying this is okay. It is saying this is real. It is stopping the fight with what has already happened. And when you stop that fight, something inside you becomes lighter. Strong people don't waste their energy on what they cannot change. They don't stay in regret. They don't stay in blame. Instead, they take a deep breath and say, this is what it is. And from that moment, they choose to move forward. And maybe the next time something painful happens, instead of running away, you just sit with it for a moment and say, it's okay to feel this. Maybe the next time you are alone, instead of feeling lonely, you try to enjoy a quiet moment. Maybe with a cup of tea, or just by breathing slowly. Maybe the next time your mind starts to overthink, you pause and ask yourself, is this really true? Maybe the next time you compare yourself with someone else, you stop and say, I will focus on my own path. And maybe the next time something does not go your way, you take a deep breath and say, I accept this, and I will move forward. These small moments may not look big, but over time, they will change you slowly. You will feel stronger, calmer, and more peaceful. Because in the end, strength is not about controlling everything outside. It is about understanding and guiding what is inside. And I truly hope even just one small idea from this message stays with you. Just one thought, one sentence, one small shift. Because sometimes, one small change in the way you see things can slowly change the way you live your life. And you deserve that kind of peace. One step, one day, at a time.